U.S. Senator Roy Blunt stopped in St. Joseph today, and once again his focus was on the economy. As the so-called fiscal cliff looms, he spoke at a pizzeria aiming to ease the concerns of local business leaders. KQ2's William C. reports.
It's a meeting of movers and shakers at a St. Joseph pizzeria. Missouri Senator Roy Blunt returns to town to talk about the American economy. He's hosted by Little Caesars and the Turks, who own the franchise.
I think there are also a lot of small business people in St. Joseph who are right on the edge. Things are not looking up for them.
On everyone's mind is the so-called fiscal cliff, a looming deadline where federal tax breaks and budget cuts stop at the end of the year, which could cause another recession. And it's Senator Blunt who's in St. Joseph to ease business owners' minds on the issue.
I've had a chance to talk to the president about this, actually, and I said, you know, this is the time for you to decide a lot about what your second term is going to look like. And this is a time when the president has to lead. And it's a time, frankly, when nobody is going to get everything they want, but what we all ought to want is what's best for the economy and what's best for private sector job creation.
In the senator's view, it's continuing those tax breaks that would help businesses.
If the Democrats would have stood up and said, we think that 98% of this is great, in those bills we could barely pass, and we want to make it permanent policy in the country, that would have been a wonderful thing to have happen.
The economy, let's face it, is not in great shape. And one thing you don't do during poor economic times is raise taxes.
And it's St. Joseph's mayor, himself a business owner, who still says without a decision in Washington, the future of small business remains uncertain.
You know, there's going to be programs taken away, some tax incentives taken away. So, you know, it's a waiting game, you know, to see if it's going to happen and what's going to happen.
In St. Joseph, William C., KQ2 News.